This is NHR.
It is Nottingham Hospital Radio, and it's Friday the 14th of March, and you are listening to the Mary Maxwell Request Show. But in addition to all the requests that I'm going to play for you, 46 of them, would you believe, I have two guests in the studio and my fellow presenter, Rajiv. Right, time now to introduce my guests. They are Darren Cornforth, who works in the QMC pharmacy, and Ian Watts, who is a musical director. He is with Carlton Male Voice Choir, but he's not here to talk about that. They're going to tell us all about Nottingham Men Allowed. So, welcome, chaps, and tell us all about it.
Good morning. You all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Good. Well, I'm Ian, and as you said, I'm the musical director of Carlton Male Voice Choir, but I'm also the musical director of this project, Nottingham Men Allowed, which has been put together for the last 2 years to raise money for Prostate Cancer UK. And that is a group of men that have never sang together, or some of them never sang ever, getting together in a musical group and performing in a large venue, performing a number of songs at top level. And my job is to make that all work, which is great fun.
Yes, it sounds it. So how have you gone about getting all the people to apply?
Well, we're very lucky in Carlton Male Voice Choir has supported this financially, and that allowed us to use our marketing team, and somebody called Chris Murrett particularly, that has worked really hard tirelessly to get the word out there, to promote in all possible ways. But social media is the way that we've mainly promoted these days. It's great, yeah.
Yes, and are some of the people who came last year, are they in this year, or are they all fresh?
They're all fresh, but would you believe that the people that were in Nottingham Men Allowed 24 have come back to support? So they've been at the rehearsals, haven't they? And they've been helping out behind the scenes. We have meet and greet sessions and voice testing, and everybody gets a free drink and this kind of thing when they turn up. So there's lots for people to do. And the helpers from last year, the people who were involved last year, have come to help this year. So that's wonderful.
Good. So that's helpful. So, Darren, you are one of the choristers, I believe.
I am, yes.
So you tell us all about how you got involved.
Well, funny you should say about social media. That's how I picked up the advertisement in the first place. And I just thought, that I'll try something new for 2025. So I applied to join, and then went to one of the rehearsals and got picked up from there. They put you into a different section, whether you're a tenor 1, tenor 2, baritone or bass, and I came up in the tenor 1. So with week 3 now, we've just finished 3 of the 6 rehearsals that we've got, and then we have the actual performance on the 6th of April. Yes.
So had you sung before?
No, I've never performed on stage or sang or anything.
Oh, gosh. So what did that feel like?
It's a little bit daunting at first, but, once you get to it was even at the, I won't call it where the sort of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Voice testing?
Voice testing, yeah. When you go to the voice testing, they make you feel really welcome. So went along to that and come away feeling a lot better about choosing to try it out and everything, and looking forward to joining. And then when we came to the first week, it went really well, and it's gone from there. So each week we've tried new songs and gone over some of the older ones, and we hopefully improving. And Ian's supporting us.
I've heard he's very good.
Yes. Makes it an enjoyable experience and makes it feel...
That's what it's all about.
You're part of something and pulls us all along.
At those meet and greet sessions, I said to every person that came along, I want to have fun, and I'm sure you do.
Yes.
So this is all about having a good laugh whilst trying to do our very best.
Yes.
I'm not after a choir out of this. It's a singing project. So
you're not doing a Gareth Malone then?
That's right. It's not one of those. We just want to do the very best we can. But as I say, as Darren said, we're 3 weeks in now, and I'm absolutely shocked with the standard that these guys have come up with. And I've met every one of them that come through the door and said, I've never sang before. I just sing in the car or sing in the shower or something like that. But they're singing like, dare I say it, a choir.
Marvellous. And have you managed to get equal numbers in all the sections?
Yes, it did work out pretty strangely this year. Last year it wasn't so fortunate, but this year we had an equal number in each section. So that's tenor ones, which are the higher voices in the men range, and then all the way down to the basses, which have the lower voice, don't they? They have the nice deep voice down there. So it's great fun. But yeah, we've got equal amounts in each section. And I have to say, with Darren being here, the tenor ones are the best.
Of course. Yes, fine. So, and are they allowed to? They have songbooks with the words. You don't have to learn the words, I guess.
That's right. Well, they do have to learn the words, yeah. But they're each presented with the 5 pieces that we're doing, which is a wide genre of music, from gospel to pop to classical and everything in between, a bit of jazz as well. And they get all of those lyrics. They get the sheet music, and I teach a little bit of sheet music along the way, so people are learning a little bit about music in this journey. And then the idea is, and we started doing it last week, is we have to put down the copies, and you try and sing it by heart.
Yes.
And there's a lot of nervous faces all going, oh, I'm not really sure I can do it. And I said, well, trust yourselves, give it a go. And they were just shocked by how well they did. If there's a word that you don't remember or a line that you don't remember, possibly the person either side of you does remember it, and vice versa, something they don't remember, you remember, and it just takes you through it. And there was no loss of service. I called it no loss of service. When we sang with the copies down, it was equally as good. So.
Amazing. So give me a flavour. What sort of songs are you performing?
Well, you'll probably know Bridge Over Troubled Water by
Yes.
Simon and Garfunkel. You will. There's something called They Can't Take That Away From Me, which is a jazz standard from way back, which is really beautifully musically written and arranged. We're singing. What else are we singing? We're singing
Wide
Viva
Open
La
Spaces.
Vida.
Wide Open Spaces.
Yeah, Viva La Vida by Coldplay, and a classical piece called Wide Open Spaces by a contemporary classical composer. Sarah Cortell's the name. She's an American lady, and this is a lovely piece in lovely harmony, and it stretches the ability really. So, and the other one is Our House, not the Madness one, but the one by Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Yes, I think I've heard that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you've got a great deal of time. I'm reaching for my piece of paper because the concert is on Sunday, the 6th of April. That's not many rehearsals. Will you be ready?
I'm sure they will. We've got another 3 rehearsals to do. 6th of April, it's at the Albert Hall in Nottingham, which is a stunning venue to sing in.
It certainly is.
It's a beautiful venue. And if any of your listeners would like to get tickets, or if they would like to contribute towards prostate cancer, they can do that by contacting, getting online at NottinghamMenAllowed.org, NottinghamMenAllowed.org. And on there will be a way to give some money towards the cause that we're doing this, or buy a ticket and attend. Up to now we've sold 493 tickets, and there's a capacity of 700, and we're only halfway through the project, so it will get sold out. So if you do want a ticket, do get in touch quickly.
I'm absolutely amazed that, you've got such a following. That's absolutely brilliant. Of course, everybody who's singing tells everybody who tells everybody else, and so it goes.
That's it.
Yes.
Lots of people know about Nottingham Men Allowed, and it's raising money for a great cause. I mean, we're £9,727 as of this morning raised for prostate cancer. Yes. Last year they raised 17,000.
17.
So, and there's more to go. So that's the target to try and beat for this year.
That's amazing. There's a lot of work going on, for people fundraising for prostate cancer. So let's hope they can make some progress.
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
The treatment and everything.
That's it. There are people going through that disease at the moment. It touches many men's lives. It's obviously very important for a group of men to do something that is for men. And if people are out there that haven't had a test, get in touch with your GP, and you can get a PSA test, blood test, simple blood test, and that will check you, and the recommendations every 2 years, I think, for that.
Yes, fine. So, Rajiv, have you got...
I was just going to ask you about the old stigma with men coming forward to discuss these matters. Is that something that's changing with more promotion, more events, etc.? Would you say that people are a bit more comfortable coming forward now?
Yeah, I think, was it the athlete Chris Hoy who was in the news recently, wasn't it? And he was talking about that very thing, the stigma of men wanting to go and have a test. I mean, nobody wants to change their life by going and finding out bad news. there are people in this intake this year of Nottingham Men Allowed 25 that have prostate cancer. So some people are going through it for themselves. Some people are going through it because everybody knows somebody that's been touched by prostate cancer. It's a massive, massive thing. But there's a stigma. I mean, it is the last thing you want to do is go to the doctors and find out, anything like that. But you have to do it. The earlier they get this disease, the easier it is to treat.
I think that's true. Yes, yeah. Well, there we go. So what will happen afterwards? Are all the men wanting to join choirs?
It's great that you asked that, Mary. Well, I'm hoping so, and especially Darren here next to me. But the project closes after we have an end of project party, so we all go out and have a social, which is fabulous. There hopefully will be another opportunity to raise some money for prostate cancer. With a second concert, but that will be something informal, and we're planning that now. But after that, the door closes and the project's over. So we say, thank you very much for taking part. Off you go on with your lives. And most people go, I didn't know I wanted to join a choir, but I love this.
Good.
And they want to know more. And what happens is we have, obviously, there's the Carlton Male Voice Choir, which is an audition professional choir, and they could come through to that. But also there was people that couldn't make the night that Carlton rehearsed, so I took them to other choirs around, other lower voice choirs or male voice choirs or mixed choirs. I actually took them to their rehearsal, and I sit with them in their first rehearsal and support them through that first rehearsal. My hope is that we bring people to music, which is a secondary win out of this project. If they come through to Carlton, that's wonderful. We did have a wonderful intake last year from Nottingham Men Allowed 24, and we've got some wonderful new friends. And the average age of the choir is dropping massively as well.
That's really good, because traditionally it has seemed to be older men.
It has. I mean, Carlton's been working a long time to be progressive as a male voice choir. So the repertoire we sing is more up there. We do stuff like beer festivals, car shows, where a lot of the traditional choirs won't do that. They'll do the church and stuff. We still do some of that traditional stuff. We can do a festival hall as well as we can sing at a car show or at a pub or something like that. If you picture a male voice choir, you might see middle-aged older white men wearing blazers that look like bowling clubs or golf club type blazers. We've got away from that. We don't have an emblem like they used to have. It's very modern. We wear suits that look like you could go to a wedding in them. Anybody could wear them. Our average age is a lot lower. We've got guys in their 20s, and we've got one guy in his 90s as well, and everybody in between. We also have a lot of different cultures. We have gay men in there, so there's sexual diversity and neurodiversity as well. So we're wanting to reflect the world outside our door.
Excellent. Yes. And are you still recruiting?
As Carlton or Nottingham Men Allowed?
As Nottingham Men Allowed.
Nottingham Men Allowed, no. This year's project's closed for recruitment. They're three weeks through the process now, so it would be quite hard to join.
It would be hard.
But we will be running this every other year, and we've got ideas for things that we will do in the interim year as well. So if your listeners could keep their eyes out for what's going on under this project and other things that Carlton Male Voice Choir are doing as well, that'd be appreciated.
There are many opportunities. So remind me, how many choristers are there?
There are 80 choristers.
80?
80 this year, yeah. We had 62 last year, we've got 80 this year, and all of those men were checked for their ability to sing. So the ones that got through are all capable of doing this, and they're all proving they're capable. Do you want to give us a little tune?
No, I'm sure there'll be another way of doing that in a moment.
80, well, I'm staggered. So, Rajiv, do you think we could play a little bit from the recent rehearsal?
I think we very well should, actually. Let's take it away.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
I used to rule the world. Seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. Da 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 I used to roll sighs. Listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key. Next to walls with clothes on me, and I discovered that my castle stands upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you'd gone there was never an honest word. And that was when I ruled the world. It was a wicked and wild wind, blew down the doors and let me in, shattered the windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever want to be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name. Never an honest word, and that was when I ruled the world. St. Peter won't call my name, never an honest word, and that was when I ruled the world.
Well, wasn't that good, everybody?
That's fantastic, yeah.
And that's after just 3 rehearsals. Right. OK, so a quick chat with Darren then, who is one of the choristers who thought about, I've never sung before. What, it's local. Shall I have a go? And you did, Darren. And what has it how's it kind of enriched your life?
No, it has in such a short space of time. To become part of something, I've had quite a different lifestyle where I spent a lot of time working abroad and working on my own in different industries, and never really joined anything, no group things at all. So this is my first foray into not just doing something musically, but doing something socially as well. And I'd not long been living in Nottingham. I'd not long been working at the hospital, within the last 2 years. So it was just seeing the advertisement online and chucking myself in and giving it a go. And I was really impressed when I first went to the first meet and greet. It seemed, that professional and very welcoming and warming, meeting other people that are like-minded, that want to just chuck themselves into something new. And, and when we got to the first rehearsal, it came with the same theme, it carried on really, that everything was well done, well produced, but also giving you encouragement. The way that the rehearsals are structured, Ian does a very good job of bringing everybody along, making you feel that you're actually part of it and you're, doing your best, like sort of thing.
Yeah. I think the beauty is that you're all new together, whereas
Yes.
if you go and join anything else, you're the outsider and you've got to work your way in.
Definitely.
So I think that is a really positive aspect.
It is, yes. And I say that I think it's just the support network as well. With last year's still being involved as volunteers, it just gives us all a little bit more encouragement and support. And you just throw yourself in and enjoy the evenings.
Good, and enjoyment is what it's all about, as Ian has told us. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for visiting the studio and telling us all about it. And I will read out once more, stop wrestling the paper. The concert is at the Albert Hall, Nottingham, 7:30pm on Sunday, the 6th of April, 2025, and tickets are available online. Nottingham Men Allowed, am I right?
NottinghamMenAllowed.org.
.org.
NottinghamMenAllowed.org.
Right, OK then. Well, thank you very much,
Thank you,
gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
This is NHR.